Morning guys, welcome back to another video. Right, I'm back with these today that I picked up while I was in the charity shops. And I'm going to start with this one, I think, because I know what I'm actually doing with this. So, I've bought a little, been and fetched a little stand thing. So hopefully you'll be alright on there. So we'll get started. Hi guys. Right, and like I say, I wanted like the concrete look for it. I'll insert a photo of what I'm after. But this is one of those mist tint, and it was on clearance for £15, and it's a pale grey. So I thought I'll mix some of that in with. It don't take a lot when you use that stuff. I'm using some baking powder. I've been fetched from Co-op. Now I always end up putting in far too much. That's probably enough, isn't it? Shall I just pop in a little bit more? This is what I end up doing, and then it looks a mess. Just add a little bit more. Alright, so I'll just put the lid back on them, because you know I'm bound to knock them over. And then all I'm going to do is just add it on. Should I do it separate? Yeah, I suppose so, shouldn't I? And I'm just using a normal brush. And I suppose I don't need it textured everywhere. I just want, so that when I go over it with some white wax or whatever, it just sits in the, I don't actually think I've got enough stuff on this, I don't know. Don't think I've got enough in, but I don't want it overly bad, so that's how it is. I'm hoping you can see. I'll not be able to see till I chuck it back. So we'll put that down, and because it's from me I don't need to do underneath and inside and all that malarkey. I think it's thickening up a little bit now, look. Oops. You know what it is, don't you? I set you up on the right hand side all the time, and I'm left-handed. So that's why it never feels right to me, because I'm having to work a different way to what I would normally. I'll move you in a minute, I think. It looks so much better just getting rid of that colour, doesn't it? What a horrible colour. And this is, I'm hoping, is going to go somewhere in the house. I don't know where yet, because we're about to, well, we're thinking about doing the living room. This is a rental house, it's not ours, and we've lived here for that long that when they come and do the inspection in a week's time, I'm going to ask if we can start decorating, because none of it was ever our taste before. There's a lot of, even though it's quite neutral as such, but it's like brand neutral, where I've got to say it, I'm sorry, I'm more white and grey neutral. So I'm hoping that they'll say yeah. So have you been able to see that? Yes. So let me just bring you in so you can have a look. it's not overly bad, but to me that is just enough. Alright, so let's see if we can, oh mind you, if I'm painting that won't matter, will it? Let me swap you over a little bit so we can have the tray in. Right, can you still see? Yeah. Now I'm going to use this paint because it's not overly, and like I say, it's for me, so how it all starts to bubble up. So I'm just going to more paint it. It will have a texture to it, but I'm fine with that. And like I say, I paid £4 for this, and I paid £5 for that one. But like I say, when I'll insert the photo, it's actually for sale in the shop where I got my lamp from. Where I first saw, oh I like that, for £36. So I think a £5 was a bargain, and a tiny bit of paint. I will come and give this another coat as well. But I didn't realise until I got, obviously with buying that separately, it's quite big compared to my lamp. So I'm not going to be able to have that where sat on this tray with my lamp like I originally was messing about in the shop and had my ideas for, because it will drown the lamp out. The lamp's a little smaller. Alright, so just touch up the edges. So that's that one. And that's not really got a lot of, it's got a little bit, but I'm not bothered about that. I didn't particularly want that. And I've still not decided what I'm going to do in the middle. So we'll just pop that one there. And you've heard my story about the bin, haven't you? I quite like the pattern, so I thought I'd have it for my room. And as you know, we're in a, well, I don't know if you know or not, but we're in a bungalow. And if the kids come from their rooms, you walk up the corridor bit, and you either turn left to my room or you turn right to the kitchen. Well, it started off with my son thinking it would dead funny to come and instead of turning left to go in the kitchen, he'd turn right to dump his rubbish in my bin. Well, it soon caught on, and now they all do it. And because I'd got a big bin, I thought, right, I'm getting rid of the big bin and I'm having this little one and putting a lock on my door. Right, sorry about that, I was called away, there was an issue with dinner. Hey, makes you wonder what they do without you, don't it? Hey. Like I say, I only bought, I know it's a cheap one, but I just quite like the honeycomb effect on it. And like I say, I got it off the flower store that was on the market, so for £3. So I figure it's supposed to be a plant pot, isn't it? But, you know. Right, I've now run out of that mixture. I'm not making any more, I'll just use some grey paint. Yeah, do your kids ever do anything to annoy you like that? Like I say, my son's always done silly things like that. But it's caught on to everybody now, especially if I'm in there. You know, like I go to bed like quite early because I don't sleep brilliantly, and especially once I've got in bed, I don't go to bed to go to bed. I go and get in bed and I read and what have you. But I've noticed that they like to do it a little bit more when they know I'm in there. So I'll be in there with my door shut, either watching YouTube or whatever. And then next thing, door will open and you'll just see a hand coming as they drop rubbish in the bin, and then the door shuts again. And like I say, they all find it rather entertaining. So, right. So this is this one done. It'll need another coat, that one. So will that one. But I don't think that will. Because it's covered it quite nicely. But we'll have a look, and if it does need another coat, then I'll just give it a coat with a paint. Like I say, I don't want a heavy texture. That's already enough, I think, for what I'm after. So when it's all dried, we'll come back. I don't know what to do in there. A lady who watches suggested I did the rattan. Is it rattan? Cane rattan. That stencil in the middle. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to have to paint over that if I do something like that then, aren't I? I don't know if that's the vibe I want though. I don't know what to do. I'm going to paint it. Let's get it painted, because I like me, I haven't used my flower one for a while. Right, you're now at a different angle, so I'm sorry about that. But let's just give it a coat. And then we'll leave that to dry as well. Because I've got a feeling I might use me stamp, that floral stamp that I've got. I think I prefer that, with it being for myself. Alright, so we'll give this an hour or so. It's quite hot out here, as you know I'm in the conservatory, so we'll give it half hour, an hour to dry off, and then I'll come and give it all another coat, and then we'll come back. Alright, so see you soon. Right then, everything's had 2 coats, so I'm just going to pop that there. I'm going to use my floral one, and you're all going to ask me what it's called, and I can't think. Hang on a minute. It's from the Romance Roses, and it's a Prima one. It's absolutely beautiful, and I think I want that in the middle of it, so I'm just going to balance you there. I'm going to get all this stamped up. That's got a lot of overspill there. Why has that got a lot of overspill? Don't want that all over. Right, so it's all inked up, you can see. And then I'm going to bring her back down. I think you can see it there, can't you? And I'm just going to pop her on. And then hope it all goes on nicely. Oh, it panics me when I do things like this. but at the end of the day it's only ink, isn't it? Oh. So it's got lovely everywhere except the flowers. Let's see if I can do we think I've made a mess of that now? Oh no. So, oh, it's poured a bit of paint up. Mind you, I don't mind that. I can distress it, but because that's the bit in your face anyway, so I shall let it dry and sand it down a little bit so it's not quite so new looking. And I might go in where we've got the bits missing as well. Look at that out, it's poured the paint up, mind you. That's me rushing, you see, I can't wait to do anything. And that's had its second coat. And on the second coat I did add a little bit more of the stuff. I did want it a little bit more. But that's still not quite dry yet. And obviously this wasn't quite dry yet either. So I'll give it a little bit longer, then I'll ink up and come back on the bits that it's not quite got. Alright? Right, I've rightly gone over it. Like I say, I'm not too fussed because it's for me, so, and it's going to have things on it, so, but I just wanted to sand back a little bit of that colour that was already on it. So it's just got a little bit, look, like this. So it's just got a little bit all the way around. Alright. Like I say, when that's all dried off a little bit more, I shall. It's quite. I don't know if it's dry enough now or not. Oh, I don't know. It panics me doing things like that, so I might just leave it at that. But we'll pop it where I'm going to put. I haven't painted. I'm doing all this, and I haven't even painted me table yet. But I suppose we can still have a look what it looks like, can't we? It might even look crap, so it might not end up there at all. But who knows? Let's have a look at. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, that's quite nicely dried now. So. Hang on a second. No, you can't see very well there, actually, can you? What about if we put you that way? Is that any better? Right, let's see if you can actually see it or not. I'll take the top off. All I'm using again is the B&Q's white wax. Like I say, the stopping doing this range, the paint is absolutely crap, except the black, which I've stocked up on a few of, and the white wax. The white wax is fab. So what shall I put it on with, do we think? Do we want a brush again? Yeah, let's get a brush. And a cloth. So I've not bothered clear waxing this at all, so who knows what it's going to look like. Let me just rub it off now so we can have a look. Which has lightened it up, but it's nothing like what I suppose you lot would think it was going to look like, I don't know. But it's certainly enough for me, for how I have things. I suppose if you wanted a lot more of a contrast, you could have done a darker grey, couldn't you? Right, so if I put that with that, I think you should be able to see. Oh, hang on, you can't bloody see out, can you? That's, can you? I suppose you can't. There's not a huge difference, but there's enough for how I want it. So we'll take them in and have a look. Right then. So that's my tray in with my lamp. Like I say, I've still got to paint this yet, so I do quite like my tray. I don't know, I might just leave it like that. And as you can see, if you just pop that there with that, mate, you'll see how far too big it is. You're not in the film, don't worry. So that's gutted me a bit really, because like I say, the thing was, it was smaller in the shop, and plus the lamp it was at the side of was a lot bigger, so that can't go there. But I shall find somewhere for it, don't you worry. If you want to just move it again for me. Thank you. Oh, we are, oh Christ. He's trying to bleed and smash it all up already. So like I said, I might have a look for something else to go there. But that's it for now. So you'll have to let me know what you think. Hope you liked it. If you did, please like, subscribe and comment in the box below. And until next time, see you later guys. Bye.